Alright, everyone, welcome to Brandon at Random Reviews, covering one unsystematically chosen movie at a time. Today, the movie is Taxi Driver, released on February 9th, 1976, directed by Martin Scorsese. For the cast, we have Robert De Niro as Travis Bickle, Jodie Foster as Iris, Sybil Shepherd as Betsy, and Albert Brooks as Tom. For the plot synopsis, a mentally unstable loner who drives a cab in New York after serving in the Marines sees the unpleasant sides of the city and develops the desire to take action. Alright guys, let's just dive right into this motherfucking movie. So, this movie is definitely a classic. It's very well regarded. I saw it for the first and only other time before this around 20 years ago. That's fucking depressing. Anyway, I assume that back then, maybe it didn't register the way it probably should have. I mean, I liked it, but I also don't think I got it, really. Like, I didn't know what it was all about. Our protagonist is named Travis Bickle. He gets a job driving a cab in New York City just after the movie begins, and doesn't really seem to have anyone he already knows around there, and he develops a crush on a woman named Betsy who works for a political campaign. This flick has great cinematography. There are a lot of well-designed shots throughout virtually every scene of this film, and it's amazing the way appreciating something like that can make a movie more interesting for me. It heightens my attention so much, and that's critical. Travis goes to the campaign headquarters under the ruse of volunteering at one point and lays the most unprecedented game on Betsy. It's fucking direct as shit. He just walks right up and invites her on a date for coffee and pie on her break. He doesn't even stammer or hesitate. Yep, he's completely fucking nuts, no doubt about it. I mean, who the fuck does that? Travis has some unpleasant encounters with a variety of people, and despite his best efforts, he still comes away from each interaction more frustrated than he was with the last one. But he has the self-awareness to recognize that bad thoughts are manifesting in his head. He also works an excessive amount on and off the books, so he is exposed to more than normal, but he is opposed to resorting to drug use. So I mentioned that Jodie Foster is in this movie, and the fact that she was 12 years old playing a prostitute caused a lot of controversy with critics, given the other graphic scenes that she was also on set for. But another important note is that in 1981, a man named John Hinckley Jr. attempted to assassinate US President Ronald Reagan, and that not only did this film inspire his actions in part at least, and he claimed that his actions were an attempt to impress her. Naturally, this freaked out a lot of people, especially those involved in making this film. This movie is not what I would call an uplifting tale by any means, so if you're hoping for something of a feel-good nature, you'll probably want to look elsewhere. I mean, you could spin it as being a little uplifting here and there, but like, not really. Alright, on to ratings. IMDb 8.2, Letterboxd 4.2, Rotten Tomato Critics score 89%, Rotten Tomato Audience score 93%. Personal rating, 5 out of 5 stars. I really do enjoy this one. If you don't watch many movies from the 70s or before, prepare for a darker look and tone than you're used to nowadays. There isn't necessarily excitement around every corner in a modern sense, but the tension is real, and this flick is one of the many reasons that film experts say that the 1970s was one of the greatest eras in cinema. Alright everyone, thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. Bye now.